Y'all, what's up? It's your boy, P Nut, coming at you with another reaction. And before we get into this, welcome to the Peanut Gallery, y'all. Road Edition. And today, we got the latest from CJ the Champ, boy. The Nonchalant trials of son Jinwoo, or we like to call him Big Woo, man. If y'all have not checked out Solo Leveling, y'all missing out. It's Big Woo. Enough talk. Let's get into this, man.
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man, leading to the worst crash out he's ever had in his life, to Rampage Jacksoning his and redoing an entire video from scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
let's go.
We are finally back after experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced. Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a video on this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight monoa panels. But it is none other than the serial ore farming E-rank smurf of doom. Mr. Sung Jinwoo.
Big Woo.
So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, I'm adding a charge because what the fuck, bro? So, without further ado, the Jinwoo trial.
Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's go.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jinwoo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest ranked niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass in showers. Never heard of them. Clear example, look at fine shit right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty-ass niggas.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jinwoo was a fucking
crazy.
Ain't no way, boy.
This nigga was trash. He sucked. Hot ass, button buttons. And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck. So this man, Jinwoo, was hard stuck bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jinwoo's here? Shit, this gonna be a walk in the park, my nigga.
That's crazy.
This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit number 1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know a fucking name. She only had to heal this nigga 24/7 because he's struggling with a fucking goblin.
This reminds me of Nonchalant in the little green side.
I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid. And the reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so tragic, you would think Oda wrote this shit. Now I'm gonna speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen.
The come up was real.
Found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone. Stepping on bridges, Aaron Yeager style. Getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal. And Jinwoo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape. Leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for Jinwoo, this was all a test by the mysterious system. And Jinwoo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up. He could finally get out of bronze. he was not destined to be a trash-ass nigga anymore. He turned into Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer.
Bro, that is One Punch Man material. If y'all can do these workouts right here, boy, you gonna become a legend. I promise you, man. Let's go.
Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. He ended up
Right.
only get Greek god physique in like days. So, now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive in into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This man Jinwoo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this is this bum-ass six-stack. These scheming ass niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got Jinwoo and this trust fund bum-ass, I got all this gear for nothing, Nepo baby Jinho. Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck, bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to steal the ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the best equipment on the market.
They are drippy.
Daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jinwoo met up with this six-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dongsuk, and he explained to Jinwoo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Wang Dongsuk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jinwoo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a single healer in sight. And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
Hell no.
And this is when Jinwoo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight.
That's wild.
GG no hills, this shit is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jinwoo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming six-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dongsuk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jinwoo and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment.
What?
Huh? So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this six-stack is a bunch of con men crooks, because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion, so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. What? This would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked-ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E-rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom. Jinwoo cooks this spider in a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing. Butchering that nigga. You know, trust fund baby looking at bro like, what the fuck? Who is this demon on my team? He just cooked the boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey, bro, let me carry your shit.
Yeah, you carry the bag.
You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired. Sure.
Yeah, you carry
it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming six-stack come back. And they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought Jinho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill Jinwoo and we'll let you live. But Jinho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him.
You know what it is.
Kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jinwoo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them. Boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting Jinwoo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month. But that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it to allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jinwoo and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E-rank. Bronze 3. What the f*** are you gonna do to us, huh?
Oh. And this is what you get for talking shit. See?
With no emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas are shocked.
You never judge a book by its cover. It's always the quiet ones. It's always the quiet one in the back of the classroom. Got the black Air Ones, I'm telling you.
Like, the nutty? How the hell did I E-rank just kill a D-rank? In Hwang Dong-suk knew,
Don't be
oh
a damn
my god,
thing, bro.
this isn't an E-rank. This is a Smurf of doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use. Look at this, he flash steps and just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with a swing, misses to the gut. And he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head.
Pretty
you know what
much.
made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down.
Damn.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit. And he like, nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit? So he easily kills his bum ass.
Goodbye.
And then look at the mage. He tries to hit one with a fireball. Stiff flash step. And takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause.
Kill.
Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off that, this
You
man
can tell by
took
the
off
way
5
he
bodies,
fell.
but he wasn't done. Because he still had to deal with old boy. And he
Yup.
was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking Smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Eating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank. So
go.
Bro tries to attack him, but Wu speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right where you belong. Just another fucking scrub stuck in Elo hell.
Damn.
They
What
blessed
the
this
hell?
bum. And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like, oh, hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell.
Here we
Me,
go.
You, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless, bitch-ass nigga.
Yup.
Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Quintuple kill.
This man
Goodbye.
just wiped the whole team. Dropped
Guillotine
off all
style.
6 of them niggas, sent them back to the lobby. But these were not the only human bodies Wu called oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened,
All right, let's go.
Jinwoo was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kong. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners. And the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes. And that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However, what was not deserved is what happened to these 2. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Lord.
They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga.
Damn.
Then when Jinwoo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until
hell
Jinwoo
nah.
stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your back line and kill your healer?
What?
I mean, you're not gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this is Jinwoo's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jinwoo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now.
Okay,
now,
go.
Kang was a B-rank hunter, and Unk was a C-rank hunter. And also, you can't forget Unk has 1 arm. And before one of y'all say, well, usually, characters with 1 arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks.
Nope.
This is just a regular
Shanks is
nigga
on another level,
with
boy.
1 arm. So, Woo, why the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga?
Right.
Why, so you could read your opponent, so you could download him to beat him later? Like, nigga, you could download his ass while fighting him.
Right.
Nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my God, we're gonna die. You literally let this
Damn.
ass get by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off, blood think he Virgil. So when
Woo.
OG was
He
about
was
to
moving
die,
like Virgil,
Jinwoo
for real.
finally decided to save this man. But I don't care. Too little, too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jinwoo special. Watching this nigga get his ass beat just so you could pull up cold as shit.
That's
King
great. That's
serial
ore farming,
bro. Now, Tae-Shi Kung wasn't an idiot like the six-tack. This man knew off the rip. He ranked my ass.
He already knew what it was.
Like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jinwoo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. Okay. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match.
Right.
But everything changed when Jinwoo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the in and boom this nigga. Stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the Goku hop. Loosening up the bones and muscles to whoop this nigga ass. So Jinwoo blesses bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Tae-Shi was stunned. He was like, holy shit. Was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face. Because Jinwoo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jinwoo started blitzing the hell out of bro. Started putting him on his toes. But Tae-Shi gets him using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he has a slicing Woo in the ankles. Damn. That had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit that Jinwoo just took. Damn. Man, Tae-Shi was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fault, nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. Damn. But Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him, born again! Ooh. Like, bro, just look at his face, man. He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his backline. It's over.
Yeah, it's
At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. Damn. Before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo ore farming over his body. Oh, Lord. I don't know what's worse. Getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker ore farming over my dead body. Woo. But with that being said, Tae-Shi Kung became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom. Woo. The Jinwoo tribe. Damn.
That's about right.
Y'all right, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Scrapping with a Souls boss. Now, this man Jinwoo is not new to fighting crazy-ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale.
That's crazy.
That is insane. But there was one boss that put so much belt to ass on this nigga. It low-key made him rethink his hunting shit. And it was none other than the 7-foot big-bodied Igris the Blood Red. Like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. And this man Jinwoo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jinwoo. Igris looked at bro and said, are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga? Ungod, bitch boy. So Igris speed blitzes Jinwoo, and just from the first strike, bro destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing with bro. Then he strikes again, and Jinwoo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room. And 1 second later, he's already on his ass. Didn't even give this man a chance to breathe. And by God, Jinwoo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Igris had Ultra Instinct. But Jinwoo was finally able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jinwoo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He been fighting the motherfucker for 2 minutes, and not even an inch of health is gone. So Jinwoo's blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled. So Jinwoo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Igris, being a gentleman, decided, oh, we throwing hands. I like you, little nigga. Let's throw hands then. Bro was already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Igris wasted no time. Bro stood there in ore farm for 2 seconds. Then boom! With the snap of a finger, plants this man to the ground. Punch was so fast, it was unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room. Then hawked him down to hit this boy with the boy
Ooh-wee.
opened the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jinwoo was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Eagles had perfect defense. But while Jinwoo was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an open. And he ended up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck.
Nice
And he
kick.
finally took some health off.
Nice.
But this kick enraged Egress. Bro said fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball. Look at this in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut, then to the back, while making him flip mid-punch. Then another two-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer fist slam. Then sends him flying with the haymaker.
Sheesh.
Dog, at this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas.
Right.
Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag.
Oh, and the Broly drag, too?
Again. And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Egress walked up to him like,
Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne.
Right.
Or sit here and die like a bitch.
So Egress uses the force to call his greatsword and swings at Jinwoo. But Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch the sword.
Okay.
Then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye.
Woo!
Damage to this man. And this is when Jinwoo just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said, nah, I'm not done yet. He starts shoving that motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look
Very
at this.
pause.
Bro started tweaking so hard the animation changed.
That's
Then he
insane.
shoved it in his throat again. Pause. But dog, this insane lock-in moment by Jinwoo gave him the upper hand in slaying a Souls boss.
That's insane. Insane.
Not gonna lie, insane work.
Yes.
Nigga beat a Souls boss IRL. And on the first try, too.
Woo.
I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try. But, bro proved that he was Himothy.
Right.
Just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work.
Hell
Y'all didn't even let the nigga heal.
Damn.
The Jinwoo try.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting their ass
That's
beat when you
horrible.
should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss.
Woo.
Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 try.
Yup.
And we still got Exhibit C, D, and E to go and try.
Damn.
So, will Jinwoo make the round table? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous? Spoiler. Yes.
Yup. Yes, sir. Spoiler. Yes. This man Jin Best Big Woo. This the beginning of the legend. Yo, Icarus was giving him the beats, bro. He was punishing this man, bro. I didn't think this man Woo was gonna win that, boy, but he locked in when he needed to. Sheesh. But that's horrible watching somebody fight who has one arm, you know, that's unk. And you know doesn't have a chance. You let him still get his ass beat. It's insane work, bro. Sheesh. I'm telling you, this man is big. He was on his way to becoming Big Woo that he is today. This was tough. Shout out to homie CJ the Champ, man, for this video. Top tier work. Chef's kiss. Make sure y'all follow him. That's my reaction to his latest video, the Nonchalant Trials of Sun Jinwoo. And before I end this, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Appreciate it, man. Everybody have a good day. I'm out. One love. Yeet.